Hey guys, welcome to History Behind the Warrior, and today we're going to be talking about Blanka. Blanka's first canon appearance is in Street Fighter Alpha 3, in which his history is extremely vague, and the only detail about him is being a friend of Dan Hibiki. Blanka is in fact very different to the main cast of Street Fighter, being animalistic and green, oh god it's the Hulk. But unlike the Hulk, Blanka has a power limit, and has the strange ability to disperse electricity from his body. Now how much of Blanka in Alpha 3's canon is debatable, but his introduction into the Alpha series is him being poached, in which he's then taken to civilization. He's luckily able to break away from captivity, in which he then meets a man by the name of Dan Hibiki. The two would quickly become friends, with Dan giving Blanka the nickname Jimmy. But the time together was cut short, as Dan at the time was currently on a mission to find Sagat. Now I believe the rest of Alpha 3 to be non-canonical, as Blanka goes on to defeat people like Zangief, Balrog and even Bison. So this section is debatable, but I don't really want to go into that and misinform you guys. Now Blanka does appear in Street Fighter 2, where he's developed a love for street fighting and competes in the Second World Warrior tournament. Now many endings in Street Fighter 2 are very shady and quite non-canonical, while Blanka's may be one of the few that actually are canon, seeing as it's a very personal ending for the character, in which the truth is revealed about what had happened to him, as Blanka's mother at the time had recognized him due to the anklets he wore. Blanka's real name was in fact Jimmy. What a coincidence! And he had been involved in a plane crash as a little boy, which separated him from his family, forcing Jimmy to grow up alone in the wild. And when Blanka was eventually reunited with his mother, he would begin living with her in civilization, and began learning very vague but accurate speech patterns. And during the events of Street Fighter 4, Blanka leaves his mother. This is due to everyone in the village looking at him very oddly due to the way he grew up. Feeling out of place, he would travel to Hong Kong and meet up with Dan. And when he heard about the Sin tournament, he would enter alongside himself, Dan and Sakura, with each having their own reason to enter, with Blanka simply being that he wanted to be accepted by society, and he believed that by fighting in this tournament he would earn their respect. Now Blanka would progress very far in the tournament before he finally lost. Now after the fall of the Sin headquarters, he would once again be reunited with his mother, and when he finally returned home he was given a standing ovation, and Blanka was finally accepted by the people in his town, bringing this Monster Man story to a close. Now I actually really like Blanka's story. It's a story about a man who's lost his humanity, and believes that by pushing himself he'll earn the respect of many people. And I think this is a very nice way to tie up Blanka's story. Now I'm very skeptical whether or not I'd actually want to see this character brought back, as he was given the ending that he rightfully so does deserve, and I feel like any future returns would actually fracture that. But now I'm saying that Street Fighter has been rewritten thousands if not millions of times, so I have faith that they bring this character back, they'll do it in such a way that it won't hurt anything that's happened to him in the last few games. This week's episode was actually planned to be Dan Hibiki originally, but due to the Summer in the City event I unfortunately did not have the time to cover him properly. So next week is when I'll be covering Dan. And that pretty much sums up the video guys. I'd also like to remind you all that I have set up a Patreon and it will be in the description below. I've had one person donate to the page so far and that's fantastic. Thank you very much Eric Morrill. All the money that's put forward to the Patreon account only goes towards the channel. So it's a great way of supporting the channel and having your name featured in it. Now as always guys, please comment, like, subscribe and share this video with everyone you know. Please take care and I will see you guys next time.